Hello guys, welcome in this video. My name is Krishna and today we are here to see JWT Authentication API project. This project is developed using Python Django REST framework, and we are using, along with that, we are using JWT tokens for authentication purpose. Like by using JWT, we are providing access token and refresh token so that users can access their dashboards, and along with that we are using here ORM, Django ORM, for making queries to the backends and fetching data from that. So, and if I talk about databases, so we are using here MySQL database, and for API documentation basically we are using here Swagger. So by using Swagger, this API documentation is created. So that's basically is a short introduction about the tech stack that we're using here. And after that, if we talk about the features of this API, features of this project, so the first feature is the user registration. Like let's say there is a user and he want to register on our site, so we have an API endpoints. By using that, he can register on our site. So that's the first feature. By using that, users can register, and after successful registration, like let's say user now successfully registered, and after successful registration basically there is some account activation email will be sent to the user's email address, and by using that email users can activate their account by performing the email verification. So that's the thing. So here we also performing email verifications as well, so to ensure that there is a to ensure so only verified users can access the dashboard. So that's basically the main purpose. It's not like just anyone can just register their account and they can visit the dashboard. So basically we are protecting our dashboard to ensuring that only verified users can access the dashboard. So after activation, we have an API for login. By using that, users can log in into their dashboard. So in login, like we are using email and password. By using that, we are finding the users and verifying their credentials, and after that we are sending them to dashboard. So that's the thing. And after that we have a user dashboard. Like let's say if their user want to visit into their dashboard, so we have a API for dashboard API endpoints for that. And after that, let's say user want to get their user profile, like they want to see the default profile, so we have also API endpoints for that. By using that, users can get their profile. Then we have update profile as well. Let's say user want to update his default profile, so by using this API endpoints, they can also update his profile as well. So after updation, we have another endpoints for for changing old password. Let's say user want to change his password, so they can also change his password as well. And then we have another API endpoints for password reset. Like let's say there is a user who forgot their password and now he want to reset his password, so we have API endpoints as well. So to reset their password, basically we are also here performing some email verification steps. Like after we are sending them some email, and when user will confirm that email, then we are allowing them to reset their password. And then we have set reset password as well. So these are basically the main features, and I will also show you other features as well when we are showing when we are actually implementing testing our API. So that's basically the overview, we can say. So after that, let's see the code overview, that how code is look like, and then we start testing our API. So this is basically our API views, where all the views are created. So we have like API view for registration, Like if there is a user want to perform some registration, so we are taking here post requests, and after that we are performing different validations, and then we are sending an email to the users. So that is basically the registration, and after that we have also get activation token as well. Let's say user token is expire and he want to get some new token for account activation purpose. So we have API as well, API view for that, and after we have one verified token as well. So after verification we are activating user's account, and then we have login. So by using in login, basically we are allowing users to log in into their dashboard. And this is a secured view. Basically this is a subclass which we have created, so base class for authentication. And then we have a dashboard view, or we can say dashboard API, and then we have get user profile, update profile, change password, and get reset password token, and after that we have set password. So this is basically the API view. And if we talk about serializers, so we have mainly we have serializers like registration serializer, email serializer, login, profile, and change password, and set password as well. So we have also, basically this project is divided into different modules. So we are working with module by module. Like there is one module which is dealing with the API views, there is another module which is dealing with the API endpoints, there is another module which is dealing with the serializers. So basically I divided all the projects into sub modules, and by using that I create this project. So that's code overview, and we have also custom manager as well, like uh, because we are using here custom user model, so we have inherited it and from the abstract base class, and then we have created it. And we have also using here signals as well to create a default user profile. So, and we are also performing testing as well, so we ensure that all the functionalities work fine. So that's the thing. That's basically the code overview, I will say. And so let's see. Now what we're going to do is we are going to test all these API endpoints by using Postman. So let's go into Postman and test all these API one by one. So this is basically is a test Postman UI basically. And so let's see. So first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to perform user registration, and we will see how a new users can register himself by using this API. So first of all, this is our API endpoints where users should have to send requests. Like we can also see in our API view as well, like API documentation as well. Like here we have to make a send post request. So we are going to send post request. So let's send. So we are getting right now 400 as a bad request because we have not sent like username, email, and other stuffs which is required to perform a task, like which is required to perform user registration. So let's send them. So first of all we have to, and in this project I have also performed different validations. Like if you want to see validations as well, so we will go here and see here. We can see I have performed custom validations like email, password, username, all these stuff. On almost all the serializers, custom validations are applied to ensure that we are getting validated data. So we will check this all these things in our Postman. Let's see how validations are working. So let's say we have to first provide the username. So I'm giving some random username, and after that we have to give the provide the email. So let's say some random email, and after that we have password. So random password I'm giving. Then we have to provide confirm password. So we have to provide confirm password, and after that we have to provide this verification based URL as well. This verification URL basically is going to be a URL of that site, like front-end site. Like if this API is consumed by the React.js project, so the URL of React, because when we send emails, so when user will click on the email like button, so it will automatically redirect the users on the front-end URL. So that's URL basically we require. So for now we are going to use some our default URL. So default URL is here. The URL is this. So we copy this and here we paste this. So this is basically our default URL which we are going to perform. So let's send a post request and see. So first of all, we are getting here a validation error here as email is not valid. So we have to enter some valid email address. Let's see. This is my email, so I'm entering my valid email. So now let's see. Password must contain 7 characters. Okay. So let's say our password is 1 2 3 4 5 6, and now the same password and confirm password must be same. Okay, because password and confirm password are mismatched. So what now? So now basically it's performing the validations, and now we are getting responses 201, which represents that object is created. Like if we are inserting some data into database, and that means the data successfully inserted that way. So as well is represents like account successfully created, and we are getting here some response like 200 one response, and here we are getting message like congrats ASD. ASD basically is our username. So server is sending some message like congrats ASD, you are successfully registered. To continue login, we have sent account and activation email to activate your account. Please verify your email address, then you can log into the dashboard. So we can check it. Let's see, do we really getting some email or not? So I will go into that email address. So I will check here. So yes, we got here email. So we can see we are getting here verify your account. And so this is basically the email format that we are sending to the users. And in this we are saying like congrats, your account successfully created. To continue login, please verify your email address by clicking this button. So let's say user is not activating his account and is without verifying his account, and user is trying to log in into the dashboard. So then what will be happen? So what I will do is I will change here URL here, and let's say this is basically the URL of login. So let's go to login, user login. So this is our login, and we have to send a request. So login take email and password. So let's say my email is this Krishna Yadav, and so this is our email address, and we have to also give the password as well. So let's say what happens if we are giving some email and password. So we are getting as password invalid. say 1 2 3 4 5 7, and let's say now email or password is invalid. Okay, so now, so we can see here we are getting here some kind of message that dear user, please verify your email address to continue login. Email verification is required. So basically we have applied here email verification. So without email verification, users cannot log into the dashboard. So we can also see whether user is created or not. So we can go into admin panel, Django admin panel, and we can see here there is one user is created whose name is CSP, email address is this. And we can also see here verified status as well, like his email is not verified, so as on it is false. So let's say now user understand that now he have to verify the email. So let's say user want to verify the email, but his email link was expired, so he want new token for email verification. So for that we have to make a request here, and here basically we have to provide email. So this is basically API for get new activation token link. This will basically do what? It will find the user and send email to the registered email address. So it will take email. So let's say I'm giving some random email. So krish@gmail.com, and let's see, and it will also take a verification URL as well. So we copy this, and paste it here. So let's see, so we are getting here no user found with this email ID because we have not registered with this email, neither any other user is registered. So that's why we are getting this error. So let's say now we have to enter the registered email address, then only we are going to get our email verification link. So I'm entering my registered email address, and let's see we are getting some new token or not. So this is basically request, and now we are getting a response 200 OK response, and here a message is sent by the backend like we have sent you account activation link at your registered email address. If you don't receive email, then please make sure you have entered registered email address. So let's check, and we can see we have received email because we have entered our registered email address. So let's see. So now he is saying basically to activate your account, click on this button. So we will click. Basically here we have to send a post request, but by using browser we cannot send. So we use Postman here, and go to Postman. So I will open here new, and let's see. Let's say if user is doing some modification in his token, so then what will be happen? So let's see, we are sending here a post request, and again, so we can see we are getting here token verification failed because token already used or expired. Use another token to activate your account. So user had to make sure that he is using valid token. So let's say now we are making a request with a valid token. So let's see. Okay, so now our account is successfully activated. Now we can log into the dashboard. So we go back onto the login here. In previous time we are getting this message like please activate your account, email verification is required. So now our email is verified. We can also check this in our admin panel. Like when we refresh it, you can see it will become true. that means remain verified. And now if we make a request here in our postman, let's see what response we are getting. So this time we are getting success, like 200 OK response, and we are also getting some custom messages because I have customized all the responses of the APIs. So here we are getting like congrats, you are successfully authenticated, and this is your tokens, like refresh token and access token. By using that, users can log into their dashboard. So we are going to now we use this token to visit our dashboard. So let's see. So this is our dashboard. So dashboard, and if you are not sending some tokens, so then what will be happening? There will be some authentication credential were provided. We are getting a 401 response. That means a token is required. So let's provide the token in headers. So let's provide. So it's authorization, and we are using here JWT token. So we use bearer, and after that we provide our access token. So let's send request here. Okay, post request not allowed. Okay. So you can see now we are successfully logged in dashboard, and we are also getting like number of total logins. So we have logged in just one time, and our account is created at this date, and our last login is currently none. And now let's say user want to get his profile, so how he can get it? So he have to again use the same thing. So let's say user want to get profile. So we are using here again the same access token. By using that, we are trying to access the user profile. So we can see this is the default profile which is created. So we are giving some custom message like this is your profile, and user's country is United States, and his profession, he is a full stack developer, and here's some bio, like additional information like I am a full stack developer having good problem solving skills with expertise in Python, Django, REST API development, testing, good hands-on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React.js, and that's basically thing. And then we have thoughts, and then profile image. So let's say if user want to update his profile, so for that also users can also update their profile as well. So we send here a body. So and JSON. Let's say user want to change his country. So country, and he want to make India. So let's see what is happening. So basically we are getting 404 because URL mismatched. So this is our URL. So we click again. So profile image is required. Okay, so instead of this we are going to use form data here, and by using that, so let's see, country this time India, and key name will be country, and we are also going to use here image. So we are looking for files. So this time it's profile img, and here we select our profile image. So I will go into my desktop and I will choose one of my images. So this sends request, and we can see we are getting here success message 200 OK with custom response as well, like congrats, your profile is successfully updated. And we can see here country is updated. Now it's India, and previous time there is no media files, but this time media file is updated. We can also check here like where we are getting user profile. So that's the thing. So we have seen like user profile. We have seen like user profile. Now we are going to see that, let's say user want to change his password, so how he can change his password. So we are going to see that. So let's say now user want to change his password, so I will make request here, change password, post. So here basically require three things: old password, new password, and confirm password. So these three things are required if user want to change it. His old password, so we are going to change the old password. So let's say our old password, we are giving some random old password, and after that we have to give the new password. So some random new password. Then we have to also confirm our password. So confirmation of password. So let's see. So here first of all, confirm password is invalid. So let's give some valid password this time. So I will give Krishna and then Krishna. Let's see. So as of now we are getting here old password is incorrect. So if user want to change his password, he makes sure that he should have to send the correct old password, then only he can change his password. And we are basically this API endpoint is protected. So if we are not providing here authorization like tokens, so we cannot change the password. Let me show you. So we can see here we are getting here error as authentication credentials are not provided. So authentication credentials are required. Let's say when we are giving our authentication tokens, so now we can change or not. So let's see, let's send request, and we can see congrats, your password is successfully changed. So to check this, what we can do is we can make here post login request again. Let's see, is it really changed? Yes, it's changed. So let's enter our new password here, Krishna, and make post request. So we can see our password is successfully changed. Let's say there is a user who forget their password, so how he can reset his password. So for that kind of scenario, we have another API endpoints to reset user password. So we have like API endpoints to reset password. We can also see here also, and we can also read this documentation as well, like from this URL, like account/API/forget password, users can forget their password. So we are going to send requests at this URL, and this is going to take username and verification with URL. So we are going to send again. So let's see. So here we send account slash so I will copy and paste this. So basically he is saying verification based URL is required, so we use the same base URL, or we are using getting some different. Let's check. So this time this is the base URL, so we are going to use here. So we have to provide verification base URL that we are using here. Okay, so let me do this. So this is our verification base URL, and we are sending here some user registered email address. Let's say if we are giving some invalid emails, so then what will be happen? Let's check that. So no user found with this email address, please enter registered email address. So email will be only sent when we are giving some kind of registered email address only. So let's send no registered email address and make here post request. So now we are getting 200 OK response, and custom message is we have sent you password reset link at your registered email address. If you don't receive email, then please make sure you have entered registered email address. Thank you. And let's check, do we really getting some email? So this is our old email, and let's go back. So we can see here, and it is saying that have you forget your password? So yes, we have forgot our password. Let's say user want to reset. So user have to basically click on this button, and here basically user have to send post request. So again we have to use postman. So let's say here we have to send post request. So we are going to send post request. So new password and confirm password is required. So let's enter here new password and confirm password. So new password, let's say our new password is this Krishna 123, and let's say our confirm password. Confirm password must be same or we will get some error. So let's see if password not valid. So password and confirm password must be same. So this time same, but what if this token is expired? So I will modify this token. So we are getting the token already used or expired. So if token is expired, so user cannot change his password. So let's undo and now make a request. So we can see password reset successfully. So in this way users can also reset his password. So we have seen almost all the features to change it, like whether password is changed or not. So let's send here post request again at login. So gmail.com. Okay, password is required. So we can see password successfully changed, and we are getting our access token and refresh token. So we have tested our API successfully. So if we summarize this, so we have seen like different API endpoints for like user registration. After user registration, we are performing email verification to making sure that only verified users can log in into their dashboard. So basically we are ensuring that only verified users can access the dashboard. Rest of the users, they must have to activate their email and only they can log in the dashboard. And after that we have another API for login. By using that, users can get refresh token and access token. By using these tokens, users can visit the different pages which are protected, like dashboard, get user profile, update user profile, change password, like change old password. So to access all this, users must have access tokens. So for that, that's the thing. And that's basically a API project. And so I will cut this and let's see. So this is API documentation which I created using Swagger. For the API documentation we are using a Swagger. So that's our API documentation, and there are different schemes like change password, like required old password, new password, confirm password, and like login required like email password, and registration basically required like username, email, password, confirm password. And then we have set new password. This is basically, so these are basically the schema of our API endpoints which is required. And these are different API endpoints which we have earlier tested, and this is our default Django admin panel which we are using. And let's see the code again. So this is our URLs, and then we have our API views. So this is our API views which is containing all the logical things. So this is our API view for different purposes, for registration, login, change password, reset password, update profile. And then we have different another module called JWT token handler. This module basically handle the JWT tokens, like we are making here tokens for user, and along with that we are also getting user from token from user as well. So this things, and after that we have another like token handler, and in this we are making a unique link for email, and then we are sending that link to user. Then for that we have another method. Then we have token validator. By using that we are validating our tokens. And then we have our serializers, where we are performing different kinds of serialization, like registration serializer, which is performing like containing password, change password verification, and we have applied custom validations. And after we have email serializer, custom validations are also applied here as well. Then we have login serializer. So that is basically is our serializer file. And in requirements, if we check settings, so it contains different settings. Like first of all, there are these are the default applications which are installed, and we are using here REST framework for API development. Then we are using DRF Spectacular for API documentation, and then we are using REST framework Simple JWT for JWT tokens, and then we are using Django course headers for specifying the course policies. And in this project we are using custom user model. So here we are specify our custom user model. Then we have middlewares, and here we have configure our course middleware, and this is template setting. And then we have here database settings. We are using MySQL database, so we are providing here our database name, host name, username, and setup. Then we have test framework settings. Like for testing, we have default testing requests, and we are applying here authentication classes for JWT authentication and spectacular auto schema. Basically, this is used by the spectacular for API documentation, and there are some custom settings of spectacular as well. And then we have course policy, where we are specifying from the course origin, like from which origin where request will be accepted. And then we have simple JWT token setting, custom settings, like access token lifetime, it is around 1 hour. So, and here we have refresh token lifetime, it is around 1 day, and rotate a refresh token, which is false, means no need to rotating the access token, refresh tokens. So that's basically the default setting. So, and that's our project, and thank you for watching this video. Thank you. And